All right, we're on the home stretch now. Chapter 5, multiplying and dividing fractional expressions. Sort of done this before, but let's look at it. Some strategies on how to cope with all this. I look at this, I see two fractions, I can see one negative sign. I know that if I put my answer in that blue circle, it is going to be negative. So I'm going to go ahead and just put the negative sign there and then act like this negative sign didn't exist. So I'll show you how to do it just reviewing pre-algebra here, the fractions and canceling things. So it's always good to practice this. This will be a 1 and a 5, and 7 goes in there once, here 3 times. This would be 3/5. But because I noticed there's only one negative sign there, I went ahead and put it there so I didn't forget. So let's do that some more. Here's my answer spot. That is going to be negative because I have one negative sign. And then I'm going to do this just like a normal fraction problem from before. All right, so let's see here. 3 would go into this once, and here 15 times. And it looks like 2 would go into this. 2 goes into 4 twice, and into 18. 2 goes into 18 9 times. So this would be something else is going to cancel here, I think, because we're going to get 30 over 9, and that's divisible by 3. So that would be 10 thirds. So negative 10 thirds. And notice, just to point out what happened here, this 15 and this 9 could actually cancel now. So it's okay to do that. You could have made this 3 goes into each of these. You could have made this a 3 goes into that, 5 times, and into here 3 times. So this would be 2 times 5 is 10, and 1 times 3 is 3. That's pretty cool. That rarely happens, but it's a good time there. This one, it's the same as the other ones, except we just have x's in it. You can always cancel. This thing's ready to go here. This 5 and that 5 will cancel, leaving me 1s. But remember, that x is still there. That x is still there, hasn't gone anywhere. So 4x times 1x, that's just 4x times x. That's 4x squared over 1 times 3, which is 3. Final answer. Final answer. This one, same thing, except it's written out like this. The first move I would do here is put this over 1. Put that over 1 so that now you know that you have a numerator and a denominator. And try to cancel stuff. This 3 and this 9 will cancel. 3 goes into 3 once. 3 goes into 9 3 times. So I now have 1s on the bottom. So my answer is just going to be something that's over 1. And it's going to be 3x to the third, rather. That's all left there. Times 2x to the fourth. Multiply coefficients. That's going to be 6. X to the third times x to the fourth is x to the 7th. Not the 12th, the 7th. 6x to the 7th. Just to review that concept again from before. X cubed times x to the fourth equals x to the 7th. But x cubed to the fourth equals x to the 12th. That's the rules on that. This one here, back to my original blue circles here when I did that. Let's go back to that color anyway. Okay. On this problem, here's my answer spot, and I'm gonna put a negative sign in there because I only have one negative sign, and I'm just gonna start canceling away at this. How about I do this? I'll rewrite this. I want you to check this out. Y cubed would be y times y times y. I'll expand this out. It's a nice little exercise to try this once in a while. 13 over 10y. Now remember, I'm just dropping this negative sign because I put it up here because I know this is going to be negative because I only have the one negative sign. So now this y here, and one of these y's are going to cancel. Now what else can I cancel? Well, 13 goes into 26. So 13 goes into itself once and into 26 twice. Don't over clutter this. And 10 and 15, so 5 goes into each of those 5 goes into 10 twice, and 5 goes into 15 3 times. So now be careful here just so that you know what's left. I have a 3 y squared, so I got 3 and then 2 y's. So that's going to be on top 3y squared over 4 on the bottom. So it's going to be a negative 3y squared over 4. I like pre-putting that there so I don't forget. I think I mark more things wrong because people forget the negative sign than anything else, which is frustrating for both of us. Division. We multiplied, now we're going to divide. So let's do that. And then I got a word problem to make everybody feel happy. This right here is got a double negative sign here. So in my answer, I'm going to have a positive. So let's just act like I don't have any of this. So it's 9 over 28 divided by 4/7. That's 9 over 28 times 7 over 4. That would get flipped over. And we start canceling here, 4 here, 7 goes into each of those. This would be 9 over 16. So positive 9/16. 9/16. This one would go over 1 first. And then we're going to rewrite this. X to the third over 1 times, and flip this over. 8 over 5x squared. Remember, flip it before you cancel. If you want to expand this out like the last time we did it, sometimes that helps people. 15x x over 1. And then times 8 over 5x like that. So now you can see that this x is going to cancel that x. Let me get a little bit brighter color on that. This x here and this x going to cancel. This x and that x are going to cancel. So now I got 1x left on the top. This 5 and this 15. 5 goes into itself once, into 15 3 times. And I got 1s on the bottom, so everything's going to go away on the bottom. And it looks like I'm going to have 24x left because I got 3x here. So this is 3x times 8, which is 24x. Final answer, 24x. And the last one, put that over 1 and flip it. I'm going to rewrite it. Over 1, change it to a times sign. Flip that over and start canceling away at it. So let's see. Now the x's are on the top, so I'm not going to have this canceling business that I had on that one. I'm not going to have that at all. So I have 9 and 18, and that's really the only thing that's going to cancel. 9 goes into 9 once and then 18 twice. I got 1s on the bottom. So on top I have 2x to the 4th times 5x to the 6th. That is going to be 10. 2 times 5 is 10. And then x to the what power, I ask you? Well, it's 4 plus 6. So that's going to be 10x to the 10th power. And now, as promised, a happy, fun word problem. All right. So Beth has a piece of cloth 12 feet long. How many 2/3 foot long pieces can she cut out of it? So if you got a piece of cloth, all right, and how many little strips can you cut out of that? Well, this is a division problem. So it's going to be 12 over 1 divided by 2/3, because you know you're cutting pieces less than 1 feet long, so you're going to get more than 12 for an answer here. And if I multiply, I'm going to get less than 12, and that'd be wrong. So it's important to estimate. That's 12 over 1 times 3 over 2. I just flipped that over. There's my symbol for reciprocal. Don't you love that? And then this cancels here and here. 2 goes into 2 once. 2 goes into 12 6 times. It's good to review these fractions, people. Really good. 18. 18 pieces. 18 pieces of cloth. Have a good one.